All right, so we're going to be talking about creating equivalent ratios. So this is going to be like your worksheet today. So if we're looking at our first one, number one, it says we have 12 to 5 equals 24 to blank. So we're trying to figure out what is going to be in this blank. So one way that makes it easier to kind of see this is if we write it as a fraction. So if we have 12 over 5, so the first number always has to go on top, equals 24 over, and we do not know what goes on the bottom. Okay. So like we learned with equivalent ratios, you can multiply both the top and bottom by the same number, or you can divide both the top number by the same number. Top and bottom by the same number. So if we take 12 times what equals 24? So if we take 12 times 2, oops, equals 24. So then we need to take 5 times 2, which would equal 10. So if you look, 12 over 5, so 12 to 5 is an equivalent ratio with 24 to 10. All right. If you feel comfortable, you can try number 2 on your own. Otherwise, I'm just going to go through it. So we have 6 to 2 is equal to 3 to blank. So I'm going to write it as a fraction again. So we have 6 to 2 is equal to 3 over blank. So to get from 6 to 3, we have to divide by 2. So to get from 2 to whatever we're missing, we need to divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2 would be 1. All right, so these would be equivalent ratios. All right, number 3. We have 15 to blank equals 30 to 2. So let's write it as a fraction again. We have 15 over blank equals 30 over 2. Okay. So there's 2 different ways you can do this. So I'm going to write them both so we can see it both ways. So the first way you can do is you can ask yourself 15 times what equals 30. So we know that that's going to be times 2. Okay, so whatever this is times 2 has to equal 2. Right? Well, what times 2 equals 2? We would know it would be 1. Okay. The other way you can do this is if you go from 30 to 15, you know you're dividing by 2. So if you go this way, you can also divide by 2, which that would equal 1. So same answer either way. Last one we're going to do together. So if we have 30 over blank equals 10 over 3. Again, there's 2 different ways you can do it, and I'll do it both ways. You can do whichever way you like better. So we either say 30, how do we get from 30 to 10? We have to divide by 3. So if we take whatever this is, divide it by 3, we know we need to get 3. Okay, well that one might be a little bit more difficult, so maybe you'd want to try the other way. So let's go over to this other side. So how do we get from 10 to 30? We know we need it times 3. To get from 3 to whatever we're missing, we know we need it times 3. So 3 times 3 would be 9. All right, so if I plugged in 9 over here, would that make sense? Is 9 divided by 3, 3. Yes, it is. Or fill in the blank would be 9. If you have any more questions on your worksheet, you can go ahead and ask Mr. Albright. Thank you. Have a great day.